The question is on verse 6 of Arunachala Ashtakam, in which Bhagwan explains how this world picture is created. I have listened to the video you made on this verse. However, this is still unclear to me. Is Bhagwan saying all this creation, which extends to 13.8 billion light years and beyond, is purely my creation and came into existence as soon as I woke up from deep sleep? I feel having a clear understanding of this verse helps us greatly when going on with daily life involved in the world. Kindly elaborate on this, please.
When we say it is our creation, we need to be very careful in what we mean by that. That is, I can't say, I, Michael, have created all of this, because Michael is itself a part of this creation. In a dream, we always experience ourselves as a person in that dream. The dream person is not the creator of the dream. The dream person is a part of the dream. Who has created the dream? It is ego that is the creator. It is ego that has projected the dream and takes itself to be a person in that dream. So we need to be very clear what is creating all this is not the person whom we now seem to be, but the ego that is mistaking this person to be ourselves. That is why, though a dream is created by, though we are the creator of a dream, when we're in a dream, we don't seem to have control over it. We don't feel ourselves to be the creator of the dream. If we're being chased by a monster, we can't just will that monster away. We can't stop the monster in its tracks. No, we have to run away and hide from the monster. Why? Because in the dream, we are not experiencing ourselves as a creator. We're experiencing ourselves as a creature. So the creator is ego, but ego always becomes a victim of its own creation. This is Maya, because ego is what has created this, but it takes itself to be a part of its creation. So it is trapped in its own creation. So yes, Bhagavan is saying that you as ego are what has created all of this. That is, these 13 billion light years or whatever it is, what is this? This is just an idea. The fact that there's a vast universe out there, it's all in the mind only. Where does any of this exist except in our mind? Do we have any evidence that anything exists outside our mind? Obviously we don't, because we experience it all within our mind. So in a dream, if you ask the same question in a dream, you'll be talking about in this vast universe of 13.6 billion light years. That is just an idea in your dreaming mind. So how vast this universe is, it's just in the mind. Not even in, when we refer to the mind, we tend to point to our head. But even this head is partly also within the mind. The brain is within the mind. The whole universe is within the mind. And that which knows it all is ego. So it's only in the view of ego that this universe, with all its billions of light years and all its science and history and geography and all that we know, it all exists only in the view of ego. None of it exists in sleep. When we don't rise as ego in sleep, we are not aware of anything other than I am. So nothing exists independent of ego. That which actually exists is the pure awareness I am. Everything else exists only in the view of ego. And because it exists in the view of ego, it's a dream of the ego. So ego is the dreamer who has created all of this.